Saw you reaching for the same cereal brand, our fingers touched by the organic aisle. You apologized, I said I understand. We both laughed, stayed talking for a while. Your shopping cart was empty just like mine. Neither of us really came to buy. Just wandering through the produce, trying to find something to fill the evening passing by. Shopping carts between us like a barrier, but somehow we kept finding reasons to meet in every corner carrier of produce, frozen goods and feelings. Grocery store encounters every week, same time, same place. We pretend to need the things we didn't see, just hoping our paths will blend. Grocery store encounters led to more than items on a list. Now you're what I'm shopping for, the one thing I can't resist. Tuesday nights at 7 became our routine. You wear that blue jacket I'd recognize. We'd browse the aisles like it was unforeseen, though we both knew it was a disguise. Started with hello, then with a talk, graduated into favorite foods. Soon we were taking longer walks through every section, sharing moves. Your basket would fill with things I liked, my mirror, your selection. Our tastes aligned like we were psyched to build this grocery connection. Grocery store encounters every week, same time, same place. We pretend to need the things we didn't seek, just hoping our paths would blend. Grocery store encounters led to more than items on a list. Now you're what I'm shopping for, the one thing I can't resist. One night you weren't there at 7. I walked every aisle twice through, checked my watch until 11, wondering what happened to you. Next week you came back with flowers, said you'd been sick at home. We talked for hours and hours, right there by the dairy phone. That's when you asked me out for real, said we should stop pretending. This grocery store appeal deserved a proper ending. Grocery store encounters every week, same time, same place. We pretend to need the things we didn't seek, just hoping our paths would blend. Grocery store encounters led to more than items on a list. Now you're what I'm shopping for, the one thing I can't resist. We still go back on Tuesday nights to the place where we first met, under fluorescent lights, with a love we won't forget. Grocery store encounters turn to love in aisle 7 near the bread. You're all I'm thinking of, every word you've ever said.
Found an old map we used on that road trip. Creases marked the places that we stayed. Your coffee stain still on the corner tip. The routes we took are fading but not erased. Unfolded it across my kitchen table. Trace the highways with my fingertip. Every town we visited while we were able. Every detour, every single skip. Every fold tells stories of the journey. Every mark's a stop along the way. This paper holds our atlas of burning moments that I revisit every day. Wrinkle map memories show the roads we traveled side by side. Every destination nation that we chose is marked with love and pride. Wrinkle map memories won't unfold the same way anymore. The journey that this map once told ended at your door. You circled all the diners that we loved, drew stars beside the scenic overlooks. Your handwriting still fits me like a glove, reminds me how we navigate by books. Not GPS or digital directions, just this paper and a sense of wonder, finding beauty in our imperfections, making memories we never put asunder. The ink is smudged from rain in Tennessee, the corner ripped from wind in Santa Fe, but every damage tells a story to me of how we lived and loved along the way. Wrinkle map memories show the roads we traveled side by side. Every destination that we chose is marked with love and pride. Wrinkle map memories won't unfold the same way anymore. The journey that this map once told ended at your door. I could buy a new map, start again, drive those roads with someone new, but this wrinkled paper is my friend. It holds the only truth I knew, that once we were explorers free, discovering the world together. This map's not just geography, it's proof we braved the weather. Every crease and night we spent in cheap motels and laughter, every mark shows where we went before the ever after. Wrinkle map memories show the roads we traveled side by side. Every destination that we chose is marked with love and pride. Wrinkle map memories won't unfold the same way anymore. The journey that this map once told ended at your door. This wrinkle map sits on my shelf, a relic of our time. I can't bring myself to fold it one more time. Wrinkle map memories remain the only proof we went on that journey through the rain, and what our traveling meant. Sunday morning ritual we'd share. You'd get the across, I'd get the down. Working together in our kitchen chair, pen marks showing where we puzzle around. Coffee brewing, filling up the room, newspaper spread across the wooden grain. You'd read the clues, I'd try to assume the answers that would ease the strain. We never finished one completely, always left a few squares blank. Said it's more fun to leave some mystery, or incomplete became our think. Half-finished crosswords in a pile, questions we never solved. They made us think and made us smile. In puzzles we evolved, half-finished crosswords now remain, with clues I can't complete without your brain to share my brain. The answers aren't as sweet. You were better at the trivial ones, I was good at wordplay and the puns. We'd argue over spelling sometimes too, but always laughed when we were through. 23 across was always hard, 36 down we'd always skip. Our unfinished crosswords were our guard against perfectionism's grip. We'd fold them up still incomplete, save them in a drawer somewhere. Our philosophy was bittersweet, the not finishing show we care. Half-finished crosswords in a pile, questions we never solved. They made us think and made us smile. In puzzles we evolved, half-finished crosswords now remain, with clues I can't your brain to share my brain. The answer's honest, sweet. I tried to finish one alone last week. Found your handwriting in the margin notes. You'd written hints for clues I'd seek. Little messages like secret quotes. You'll get this one next to 7 down. This word is hard but you're smart. Those tiny notes from you around the crossword broke my heart. I couldn't fill the empty spaces, couldn't solve a single clue, because every blank now faces the absence of you. Half-finished crosswords in a pile, questions we never solved. They made us think and made us smile. In puzzles we evolved. Half-finished crosswords now remain, with clues I can't complete. Without your brain to share my brain, the answer's honest, sweet. Sunday mornings aren't the same without our crossword time. Every puzzle is a game that I can't seem to climb. Half-finished crosswords taught me well that some things are meant to stay incomplete. They have to tell a story anyway. Quarter machines and detergent smell, waiting for the cycles to end. You brought a book, I just sit and dwell on how our laundry would blend. Your whites, my colors, all mixed in, breaking every washing rule. We watch them tumble, spin and spin, acting like a couple of fools. Whites with colors, breaking all the rules. Our socks would tangle in the spin. We were each other's washing fools, letting everything mix in. Laundromat Sundays were our day, folding sheets and sharing dryers. Never minded how long we'd wait among the tumbling tired. Laundromat Sundays felt like home in that fluorescent light. Now I do my wash alone, and nothing feels quite right. To see who'd fold the fastest. You always won with your technique. I'd mess up just to make it last. It gave us more time every week. The change machine became our bank, where we trade dollars into time. Sitting on that wooden plank, watching clothes in pantomime. The dryer's heat would warm our faces, lint rollers became our toys. In those small and mundane places we found our simple joys. Oh, laundromat Sundays were our day, folding sheets and sharing dryers. Never minded how long we'd wait among the tumbling tired. Laundromat Sundays felt like home in that fluorescent light. Now I do my wash alone, and nothing feels quite right. Something intimate about washing clothes with someone else, seeing their inside out, the things they never tell. Your favorite shirt with a hole, my socks that never match. Sharing laundry, bed, our soul, more than words could catch. Now I separate my colors, wash them proper like I should. But I miss those Sunday hours when wrong felt so good, yeah. And oh, laundromat Sundays were our date, folding sheets and sharing dryers. Never minded how long we'd wait among the tumbling tired. Laundromat Sundays felt like home in that fluorescent light. Now I do my wash alone, and nothing feels quite right. I drive past that laundromat every Sunday morning still. play a song and pass one bud to me. We'd walk in synchronized steps, lost in the same melody, making unspoken contracts that we'd kept. Your music taste became my education. Every genre, every sound, through our shared audio sensation, common ground was found. Your music taste became my own. My playlist merged with yours. Through shared headphones we were shown how to open up our doors. Shared headphone moments connected, our thoughts and our beats. Every song we selected made our rhythm complete. Shared headphone moments are gone. Now I listen alone. Every track that comes on reminds me of the tone. We'd take turns choosing what to play. You'd pick something soft and slow, I'd choose something fast to say the things I couldn't show. The wire between us was physical proof that we were linked and intertwined. Music became our honest truth, the language of our mind. Left ear yours, right ear mine, audio split in perfect half. Our heartbeats keeping time, every melody and staff. Shared headphone moments connected, our thoughts and our beats. Every song we selected made our rhythm complete. Shared headphone moments are gone. Now I listen alone. Every track that comes on reminds me of the tone. I still have your playlist saved. Every song we discovered, then the path the music paved. I walk alone again. Sometimes I plug in both ears, try to hear what you would hear, but without you near, the sound's not quite as clear. Music was our conversation when words would fail us both. Our shared appreciation was our unspoken note. Shared headphone moments connected, our thoughts and our beats. Every song we selected made our rhythm complete. Shared headphone moments are gone. Now I listen alone. Every track that comes on reminds me of the tone. I bought wireless headphones now, no wires to share. Convenient somehow, but I don't really care. Shared headphone moments taught me this, that music sounds better when you're close enough to kiss the person listening with you then. Set it for 20 minutes more so we'd have an excuse to stay. Cooking became our metaphor for love we'd create each day. You'd stir the pot, I'd chop the greens. We'd dance around the kitchen small, creating our domestic scenes with timer ticks upon the wall. The timer's ring would mean it's done, but we'd just reset the clock, finding reasons one by one to let the timer tick and talk. Kitchen timer, hearts would beat in sync with every meal, counting down until we'd meet over something real. Kitchen timer, hearts don't ring the same way anymore. I can't cook a single thing without you at my door. 15 minutes for the sauce, 30 for the roast to rest. But we'd extend at any cost the time that we love best. Timer became our referee of moments spent together close. In that kitchen you and me made memories verbose. We'd set it just to hear it chime, then set it once again. Timer was our way of time, stopping now and then. Kitchen timer, hearts would beat in sync with every meal, counting down until we meet over something real. takeout most nights, can't bring myself to cook. Kitchen timer sits despite my occasional look at the numbers counting down to meals I'll never make in this quiet, empty town of memories that ache. Cooking was never about the food, it was about the time we'd spend in that kitchen mood, making ordinary sublime. Kitchen time, our hearts would beat in sync with every meal, counting down until we'd meet over something real. Kitchen time, our hearts don't ring the same way anymore. I can't cook a single thing without you at my door. Kitchen timer sits unused on the counter gathering dust. All my cooking has reduced to cereal and crust. Kitchen timer hearts once knew how to measure love in time. Every minute spent with you was perfectly in rhyme.
Pages folded where the good parts live, words you wrote in cursive blue. Every letter that you'd give, I'd read and read until I knew by heart each sentence that you penned, each paragraph of your confession. Letters that you'd write and send became my most prized possession. The corners bent from holding tight, the paper thin from touching. Your words would guide me through the night, they were my everything. Dog-eared love letters in a box creased from reading through. Every paragraph unlocks the parts of me that knew. Dog-eared love letters still remain, though you don't write anymore. Each fold holds specific pain of the love we had before. You wrote about the little things, how I'd laugh or how I'd think. Your observations spread their wings in permanent blue ink. Some letters long and some were short, quick notes or lengthy prose. Each one a detailed report of the love that only grows. I'd fold them at my favorite lines, mark the parts that made me cry. Your letters were my signs that love would never die. Dog-eared love letters in a box creased from reading through. Every paragraph unlocks the parts of me that knew. Dog-eared love letters still remain, though you don't write anymore. Each fold holds specific pain of the love we had before. In this digital age we live, where text replace the written word, the permanence your letters give feels ancient and absurd. But I'm grateful that you wrote instead of typing on a screen. Every handwritten note can still be touched and seen. Your handwriting shows your mood, the way you press the pen. These letters are imbued with who you were back then. Dog-eared love letters in a box creased from reading through. Every paragraph unlocks the parts of me that knew. Dog-eared love letters still remain, though you don't write anymore. Each fold holds specific pain of the love we had before. 57 letters total, written over 2 good years. Each one a devotional, some brought smiles, some brought tears. Dog-eared love letters are proof that once you loved me true. They're my handwritten truth, my evidence of you.
Stuck at red lights in your passenger seat. You tell me secrets you never share. Truths will come out when we meet at intersections where we dare. Something about the waiting still, the moment caught in time, would lower your defensive will, and you'd confess what's on your mind. Green men, gold men in the talk, yellow men prepare to stop, red men, statement we could unlock, the feelings we'd been holding in traffic like confessions made us real. In the pause between the go, every secret we'd reveal. In the red lights glow, traffic like confessions taught me how. You're thinking how you feel, but I'm driving solo now. The silence is the deal. You told me about your childhood fears at the corner of 5th and Main, about your parents' broken years at the light by the railroad train. Confessed you loved me at a red, downtown by the courthouse square. So many things you never said until we were stopped right there. The urgency of green approaching made you speak your truth out fast, like the yellow light was coaching you to make confessions last. Traffic like confessions made us real. In the pause between the go, every secret we'd reveal. In the red lights glow, traffic like confessions taught me how. You're thinking how you feel, but I'm driving solo now. The silence is the deal. Now I drive these streets alone, hit the same lights every day, but without you the tone, there's nothing left to say. Red lights are just waiting now, not opportunities to share. I don't remember how to use them as a prayer for honesty and openness, the way we used to do. Traffic lights are meaningless without confessing to you. Traffic like confessions made us real. In the pause between the go, every secret we'd reveal. In the red lights glow, traffic like confessions taught me how. You're thinking how you feel, but I'm driving solo now. The silence is the deal. Every red light that I see reminds me of your voice, the secret shared with me when we had no choice. Traffic like confessions were our moments of pure truth. Now they're just a blur of memories from our youth. You gave me yours, I gave you mine. Metal proof of letting in. Our keys hung on the same key line, symbol of where we'd been. Your place became my second home, mine became your refuge too. Neither of us felt alone when we had access through. Your apartment became my place, my home became yours too. We traded keys, we traded space, we traded me and you. Apartment key collection grew to mean more than access. Keys to hearts that we both knew opened up our best. Apartment key collection sits in my drawer alone. Your key no let myself in after work, find you cooking something warm. You'd surprise me with the perk of domesticity's charm. We never needed to announce when we'd be coming by. Our keys would let us pounce on spontaneity's high. Freedom to come and go whenever we desire. Our key exchange would show how much we were inspired. Apartment key collection grew to mean more than access. Keys to hearts that we both knew opened up our best. Apartment key collection sits in my drawer alone. Your key no longer fits the lock you used to own. You asked for your key back the day you said we're done. Handed mine back in a stack of things we'd both undone. I couldn't bring myself to give yours back right then. It sits here on my shelf, a memory of when I had access to your world and you had access to mine. Before our love unfurled and crossed that final line. Apartment key collection grew to mean more than access. Keys to hearts that we both knew opened up our best. Apartment key collection sits in my drawer alone. Your key no longer fits the lock you used to own. I should mail your key back or throw it in the trash, but I can't bear the lack of that metallic flash. Apartment key collection was our symbol of our trust. Now it sits here just because I can't let go. I must.
Waking up with bedhead hair, no makeup on, no filter face. The realest moments that we'd share in our most vulnerable place. You'd see me at my messiest, I'd see you crusty-eyed and slow. Those mornings were our truest test of letting someone really know. You'd kiss me before brushing teeth, I'd hold you with crusty eyes. Real love exists beneath the polished public disguise. Morning breath, intimacy was ours in the hours before dawn. No pretense, no facade, no powers, just us with defenses gone. Morning breath, intimacy showed the truth of who we were. Now I wake up alone and cold, missing what we shared. Puffy faces, morning light, wrinkled sheets and tangled limbs. Nothing perfect, nothing right, but perfect in its swims. We lie there in the quiet before the day would start. Our morning breath would riot, but wouldn't break our heart. Those moments were more intimate than any date night dress, because we'd eliminate the need to be our best. Morning breath, intimacy was ours in the hours before dawn. No pretense, no facade, no powers, just us with defenses gone. Morning breath, intimacy showed the truth of who we were. Now I wake up alone and cold, missing what we share. Anyone can love you dressed up nice with makeup and perfect hair, but morning breath, love pays the price of being authentically bare. We'd see each other drooling, snoring through the night. No room for any fooling in that early morning light. That's when I knew you loved me, not for how I looked, but for who I'd truly be, when all pretense was cooked. Morning breath, intimacy was ours in the hours before dawn. No pretense, no facade, no powers, just us with defenses gone. Morning breath, intimacy showed the truth of who we were. Now I wake up alone and cold, missing what we shared. I miss your morning face, the way you'd stretch and yawn, that sacred private space before the makeup's drawn. Morning breath, intimacy taught that real love isn't pretty, it's the realness that we saw in our morning breath city. You try on vintage cardigans, smell like mothballs in old books. We laugh at awful patterns and the coof your secondhand looks. Racks of clothes from decades past, we'd imagine who they'd been, making stories that would last, about the lives these sweaters sing. Found treasures in the discount bin, stories sewn in every thread. We'd imagine who had been the person who this sweater fed. Thrift store sweaters became our style, wearing someone else's past. We'd walk those aisles and aisles, making memories to last. Thrift store sweaters fill my closet from our Sunday afternoon. Every tag's a small deposit of the love we'd commune. $5 finds and hidden gems, woolen, cotton, polyester blend. We collect them, buying them, pretending we were fashion trend. You found that green one that you loved, worn at elbows but still good. Said it fits you like a glove, made you feel understood. We'd spend hours in those stores, trying on past lives, opening nostalgic doors where vintage fashion thrives. Thrift store sweaters became our style, wearing someone else's past. We'd walk those aisles and aisles, making memories to last. Thrift store sweaters fill my closet from our Sunday afternoon. Every tag's a small deposit of the love we'd commune. There's something poetic about wearing clothes someone else wore, living their story throughout the fabric they once bore. We'd give them second lives, these sweaters forgotten cast, rescue them from dusty drives into our present from their past. Now I can't go thrifting anymore, can't walk those aisles alone. Every sweater in the store reminds me of what we'd known. Thrift store sweaters became our style, wearing someone else's past. We'd walk those aisles and aisles, making memories to last. Thrift store sweaters fill my closet from our Sunday afternoon. Every tag's a small deposit of the love we commune. Your green sweater's in my drawer, I couldn't give it back, even though you asked for that secondhand artifact. Thrift store sweaters taught us well that old things can be new, Everyone has tales to tell, just like me and you. Same route, same time, every day. Eventually I noticed you standing in the same array. The morning commuters passing through. Your blue coat in the Monday crowd. Your coffee cup on Tuesday morning. Never spoke, just stood unbowed, but I kept my interest forming. One day I asked if you'd been seeing me as much as I saw you. You smiled, said you'd been agreeing that our timing seemed too true. Bus stop coincidences turned real when we started talking. More accidental became our deal, our excuse to explore. Bus stop coincidences led to coffee, then to us. Now I take a different thread. I can't ride that bus. We'd save each other's seats inside, share the morning paper news. Our commute became a ride that neither wanted to refuse. What started as small talk and weather grew to deeper conversations. Long we'd stay on past our stops together just to keep our dialogue strong. The bus became a meeting place where we could be ourselves. Your familiar morning face was better than all else. Bus stop coincidences turned real when we started talking. More accidental became our deal, our excuse to explore. Bus stop coincidences led to coffee, then to us. Now I take a different thread. I can't ride that bus. 6 months of morning collects letter asking for your number, trading in our separate routes for a love we can't encumber. The bus driver knew our story, smiled when we'd get on. Our morning ritual glory from dusk to dawn. Now I drive myself to work, can't face that bus stop crowd. Can't face that painful quirk of memories too loud. Bus stop coincidences turn real when we started talking. More accidental became our deal, our excuse to explore. Bus stop coincidences led to coffee, then to us. Now I take a different thread. I can't ride that bus. I see that bus pass by every morning at 8:15, and I wonder why fate can be so mean. Bus stop coincidences taught me that random can be fate, that love can come and caught me at a simple transit wait.
Late night coffee refills free, red vinyl seats and neon signs. We'd solve the world's mystery over eggs and pickup lines. The waitress knew our regular order, she'd bring it without asking twice. Our corner booth became our border between the world and our advice. The waitress knew our regular order, she'd bring it without asking twice. Our corner booth became our border between the world and our advice. Down a booth, philosophy sessions lasted until closing time. Shared our deepest life lessons over coffee and cheap wine. Diner booth philosophy taught me how you see the world. Now that booth's an empty thought of conversations that unfurl. We debate about everything there, politics, religion, art, and life. You challenge me to think and care. about perspectives causing strife. French fries would get cold forgotten as we'd argue our position strong. Those debates were never rotten, even when we both were wrong. 2 a.m. the lights would dim, the waitress tapping on her watch, but we keep talking on a whim until she'd have to stop and notch. Down a booth, philosophy sessions lasted until closing time. Shared our deepest life lessons over coffee and cheap wine. Down a booth, philosophy taught me how you see the world. Now that booth's an empty thought of conversations that unfurl. That diner was our symposium where Socratic method ruled. We create our own consortium of ideas freshly fueled by caffeine and by each other, by the safety of that space where we discover one another. Face to face to face, I learned more in that booth than any classroom ever taught. You showed me how to sleuth for truth that can't be bought. Down a booth, philosophy sessions lasted until closing time. Shared our deepest life lessons over coffee and cheap wine. Down a booth, philosophy taught me how you see the world. Now that booth's an empty thought of conversations that unfurled. I drove past that diner last week, saw our booth through the glass. Someone else now sits and seeks the wisdom we'd amassed. Diner booth philosophy was more than just debate. It was how we pause and truly communicate.
You'd leave them on my bathroom mirror, little notes to start my day, yellow squares that brought you near, even when you were away. Have a great day, you're amazing. Simple words that meant so much. Our apartment walls are grazing with your handwritten touch. I'd respond on your coffee cup, leave them in your coat pocket too. A sticky note dialogue built up, a paper trail of me and you. Sticky note conversations filled on our apartment wall to wall. Every message that we built became our art, our call. Sticky note conversations stopped when you moved out your things. All the notes you left just dropped like they lost their wings. We had rules about our notes, no serious talk aloud, just little love-filled quotes that will make us laugh out loud. Sometimes drawing, sometimes jokes, sometimes random observations. Our sticky note strokes became daily celebrations. The fridge was covered front to back, the hallway was a gallery bright. Every surface had a stack of our notes left overnight. Sticky note conversations filled up our apartment wall to wall. Every message that we built became our art, our call. Sticky note conversations stopped when you moved out your things. All the notes you left just dropped like they lost their wings. After you left I found them everywhere, hidden in books on shelves. Your note showed how much you'd care about our daily 12s. One said love you to the moon behind the bedroom door. One said see you soon under the kitchen drawer. I collected every single one, put them in a box to save. the memories I crave. Sticky note conversations filled up our apartment wall to wall. Every message that we built became our art, our call. Sticky note conversations stopped when you moved out your things. All the notes you left just dropped like they lost their wings. Now my walls are bare and clean, no yellow squares inside, but I remember every scene, every note you'd write. Sticky note conversations taught that love is in detail small. The little things we sought meant more than having all.
Three a.m. we'd raid the kitchen, standing in the refrigerator glow, eating leftovers without permission, talking soft and talking low. The fridge light was our spotlight stage, where we confess our midnight thoughts. In that cold fluorescent age, we'd untangle all our knots. The fridge light was our spotlight stage, where we confess our midnight thoughts. In that cold fluorescent age, we'd untangle all our knots. Midnight fridge light conversations over cheese and yesterday's rice. Our hungry revelations were worth the sacrifice. Midnight fridge light doesn't shine the same way anymore. I eat alone and every time I miss what we'd explore. We'd stand there in our underwear, barefoot on the kitchen tile, cold air hitting everywhere, but we'd just stand and smile. You'd eat the pizza straight from box, I'd drink milk from the carton, breaking all domestic locks. No need to beg our pardon. Something about the darkness deep made us honest, made us real. In the hours we couldn't sleep, we'd say what we truly feel. Midnight fridge light conversations over cheese and yesterday's rice. Our hungry revelations were worth the sacrifice. Midnight fridge light doesn't shine the same way anymore. I eat alone and every time I miss what we'd explore. That daylight can't provide, when the world fades to black and there's nowhere left to hide. We talk about our fears, our dreams, our secret shame, standing there for years in that refrigerator frame. The cold would make us shiver, but we'd stay anyway. Those moments we deliver, truth we couldn't say by day. Midnight fridge light conversations over cheese and yesterday's rice. Our hungry revelations were worth the sacrifice. Midnight fridge light doesn't shine the same way anymore. I eat alone and every time I miss what we'd explore. Now when I can't sleep at night, I open up the fridge, but there's no one in the light, standing on that ridge. Midnight fridge light conversations were our sacred ritual space, our honest revelations in that cold embrace.
Hot July, you sprayed me first. I chased you around the yard. We'd cool down from the summer thirst, playing like kids on guard. Grass stains on our knees and elbows, water fights until the sun went down. Simple joy that summer shows in a suburb outside town. Grass stains on our knees and elbows, water fights until the sun went down. Simple joy that summer shows in a suburb outside town. Garden hose, summer afternoons were innocent and free. We'd stay outside until the moon came up for us to see. Garden hose, summer's gone, the yard is dry and still. I can't turn that water on without feeling the chill. We'd water plants as an excuse to soak each other through. The garden hose became our truce from adult things we'd do. Neighbors would watch and smile at our childish water war. We'd been playing for a while like we were kids once more. Soaking wet and laughing hard, sun setting orange and red. Running circles in the yard, not wanting to go to bed. Garden hose, summer afternoons were innocent and free. We'd stay outside until the moon came up for us to see. Garden hose, summer is gone, the yard is dry and still. I can't turn that water on without feeling the chill. Sidewall hook, I can't bring myself to cup my hand under its brook, because water from that hose would remind me of your laugh, of how our summer rose and fell in epitaph. Garden hose, summer afternoons were innocent and free. We'd stay outside until the moon came up for us to see. Garden hose, summer is gone, the yard is dry and still. I can't turn that water on without feeling the chill. Last summer was our last, playing in the spray. Those moments couldn't last beyond that July day. Garden hose, summer taught me that joy can be so pure, that love once caught me in water's simple lure. Now the hose stays dry, the yard stays brown and dead. I can't even try to water what we bled.